Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ, and it's time for another, well, Bionicle G2 related video. After the last one, I'm sure probably, I don't know, what is the reaction to the last video? I'll let y'all decide. Watch it, if you haven't already. So, I already posted a number of mock reviews today, but I have two more mocks that I want to show off in the next video, so you gotta wait. So this one is going to be talking about combination models for G2. Now, going back to G1 briefly, the G1 combination models, there was definitely a lot of gems in the rough. Like the Muaka and Kanera combination model from 2001 was great. It was, what was it, the Kuma Nui? That was pretty fucking cool. The Tarakawa combination model, obviously I'm talking about Rahi right now, but hey. The combination model for the Tarakawa was great. I don't know what it was called, Tarakawa Nui or something like that. The Nui Kopen was pretty cool. The Mana's Nui or whatever the hell that's called, that's pretty cool too. What else was there? The Kahu bird thing that the Nui Jaga combined into was pretty cool. Obviously, you know, other combination models like the Toa Kaita, those were pretty awesome. Those are legendary. I'm considering getting the 6 Toa Mata again, just so I can build Akamai and Wairuha. So that'll be fun. Obviously, you know, the Borak and Borak Kal combination models were kind of eh. There was still some magic there. The Toa Nuva combination models, the Toa Nuva Kaita, there's a bit of weirdness there. The Matoran Kaita from 2001, the Mctorans, you know, that was kind of what the fuck. I mean, what do you expect? There's all these parts with limited uses. But they were still pretty fucking cool. The Borak, the Taraga Nui, the Borak Va Nui, and all these other combination models and sub-combination models. In general, you know, even the Vaki combination models, the Toa Metru, combined all 6 into this big Rahi thing. The Toa Hordika, the Toa... Throughout G1 in its entirety, there were some great combination models, and combination models started to wane towards the end. There was only one in 2009, which wasn't that great. It was Sandstalker or something like that. I don't fucking know, but that was the only one, and it kind of sucked. But even that was still pretty excellent to some degree. Not always, but well. G1 definitely had some great combination models. Actually, there was still one combination model, and that was Gardas, I think was his name, for the Bionicle stars, you know, combining all 6 of them into this conglomerate of what the fuck. I liked pretty much all the combination models. Some of them were kind of, they had their problems. Like the Nyazesk, or whatever the fuck that thing was, from 2008. The Pit War Tortoise was weird. The Zyglak was awesome. And apparently there's a bootleg that exists of, well, obviously bootleg parts that you could build the Zesk, or not Zesk, Zyglak, which is cool. I like the Zyglak set combination model. It looked pretty awesome. Looked big, fucking tall, monstrous thing that looks like it's gonna eat you. It's awesome. And obviously there are other combination models from like 2006, like Kardas. Oh my god, Kardas's big fucking dragon that looks so fucking metal. I fucking love it. Unfortunately, Kardas is now dead. So I have to, eventually I'm gonna have to get the big fucking set to build Kardas and Vizon as well, because why not? And there were other combination models like Botar, who was an Order of Matanui member. Okay, that's pretty cool. What else was there? 2004 we had yeah, the Vaki and the Toa Metru, and I guess the Toa, no, the Matoran, the Metru Toran. They had some pretty cool combination models too. Some of them were a bit more limited than others, but hey, the Toa Hordika. I mean, there were some good parts there too. There's some good combination models. You know, combination models can either be like a Toa, like Toa Jovan from 2006, or a Rahi, like the what was it? The Rock Raptor from 2005. That was kind of cool. It was a combination model of what? Matau Hordika and Anawa Hordika? I honestly don't remember. I think it's those two. There's also a Sea Spider and Cable Crawler as well. And then there was this other. You combine three of the Toa Hordika, and you get some weird fire-breathing thing. I can't remember what it's called, but I guess it's a Rahi. You also get Frostellus, which is the other one that you build from the other three. And that was pretty cool. I liked Frostellus. Pretty awesome. Well, I still have Ultimate Duma built over there. He's kind of slouching a little bit. I need to adjust his position. But, yeah. And what else in 2003? Obviously, there was the Matoran design. You know, the Matoran design. These characters, these sets had a combination model that was honestly kind of alright, but kind of stupid at the same time. The Rakshi combos. There was some great Rakshi stuff. And there was, you know, other combination models that were exclusive to places like Japan, or obviously you can get the parts and build them yourself wherever you are. But the combination models for the Rakshi, yeah, there was definitely some good stuff there. As far as like other combination models involving, like, you know, combining a Toa and a Taraga together to form something, yeah, that's also pretty cool. I think there was I think if you combine parts from two of the Toa, like Onua and Pohatu, you get the Phaikau Spider, which was all black. But then we got the orange one, which, you know, is all the way over there. I don't feel like getting up and getting it, because, you know. But that was released as a separate poly bag, so doesn't count. But, you know. Obviously there are other, you know, creations that have been published over the course of Bionicle's existence, that was made out of Throwbots parts or Robo Riders parts, you know, to create these Rahi that I can't remember any of their names. I think one of them was like a fire frog of some sort, and the other one looked like some kind of giant cicada thing, or whatever. I don't remember the names of any of them, but I do remember Infernavica, which was just kind of a Borak Va combination model, I think, and it was kind of, it was a small little thing. Those tiny, small little builds are honestly quite adorable and fun. Like the Pokawi, I think, is one of the. It was like a little bird. Or Matsunui fishing bird was another one as well, I think. What else was there? In 2006, there was obviously a couple of. Well, actually, yeah, there was a couple of the 2006 Matoran builds. I'm still working on getting the other two fucking Matoran from 2006. What was it? The Dagger Spider, which was one of them, and there was also this bird thing. It looked like some kind of. I always liked that combination model because, you know, birds are cool. Why not? The Dagger Spider was kind of but also pretty solid. The Viserak combination models, again, you get the big fucking monster thing that is the Zyvon. Oh my god, that was a monstrosity. I've never built it, but I've seen it, and holy fuck. Make that a double fuck. Make it a triple fuck. What the? The Zyvon is a monster to behold. And if you ever get in its way, it'll probably send you to another dimension where you will be eaten. It's a monster beyond belief. The Kagarak was cool. I love the Kagarak. It's a great combination model. The Shoot Lurker was kind of okay for the most part. And then the, what was the other one? The Gate Guardian was kind of shit, to be honest. But given the parts they had to work with, it was alright. What else was there in 2005? Oh, Voparak. Voparak was pretty cool, too. It was this big, tall guy that, honestly, I don't think he even used all the parts from Rudaka, Sidorak, and Kitongu. I don't remember. But, that was sold as a separate set. I mean, obviously, you could build all three of those sets, or you could build Voparak. I don't think Voparak had much of a purpose in G1. I could be wrong. Someone post that in the comment section below. Make me look like a fucking idiot. Go ahead, I dare you. No, seriously, Voparak is pretty cool looking. The Shadowed one. Yeah, the Shadowed one. That was a great combination model between Rudaka and Kitongu. So that was pretty cool. Sentrak was another one. Oh my god. Monster guy. Another monster-looking thing. The Shadowed one, of course, being the leader of the Dark Hunters. And Sentrak, I guess, being one of his subordinates. He probably had a lot of subordinates. I don't know. The Rahaga, I think there was there was a couple of them at least. You could combine 3 of the Rahaga to build the Ice Vermin, I think is what it's called. And there's the Colony Drone. What are these names, Lego? Like, what the fuck? What else was there? Was there anything else in 2006? I know there was Jovan, which you could build using parts from a couple of Toa and Ica. The Paraka, obviously Ernak, or however you pronounce his name, Ernak. I always pronounce this Ernak. If you pronounce it as Uranak, well, maybe you gotta urinate. I don't know. There was 2 Paraka combination models with using 3 of them in one. Those were exclusive to somewhere. I don't know. There was one combination model that I don't think has a name, and then there was another combination model that was basically Ironak or Ernak, which was sold separately actually with the gold Paraka spine and more gold parts, and it was pretty cool. I never got anywhere near that set. Manutri was a combination model from 2007. It was another Rahi. Was it supposed to be some sort of penguin thing, I guess, from the pit? And it shot, like, I don't know, the Kordak bullets at you. I don't know. It was a weird combo model. I'll tell you what, another weird one is the, there was a Mystica one, that you combine a couple of Mystica Makutas and you get some swamp creature thing. It looked kind of ugly and it looked kind of stupid at the same time, but even then it was still pretty solid for the most part. You could tell, throughout the entirety of 2001 to 2010, Lego was kind of getting, I don't know, throughout the entirety of G1, it seemed like there was creativity that was bound, and you could tell that there was a lot of love, a lot of care that was taken, that was given into these sets, these combination models, and there were some pretty damn good ones. Protodax, I think, was another combination model for, what was it, the Paraka. There's a couple of, there's at least 3 separate little builds combining of 2 of them, and another 2 of them. And obviously there was even combination models for the system sets, the system Bionicle sets, the play sets. You could combine parts from another set and combine them. Or you could take parts from a set you already have and switch them around and alternate them, turn them into something else, according to Lego Magazine. Yeah, sometimes Lego Magazine would have combination models that you would have to, be daring to build those, you know. So combination models were starting to wane towards the end. There was only one in 2010, and that was Gardas, obviously. And there's only one in 2009. But yeah. Oh, and there was another alternate build. Alternate builds are pretty cool too. You get the Destral cycle, which you could build from parts of the Jettrax T6. Doesn't matter which version of it is. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Trinuma was another combination model, combining parts of Onua Mystica, Tahu Mystica, and I think Gali Mystica as well. Makuta Spirea, or Spirea, I don't know, I can't pronounce that. That name is so fucking stupid. That's another combination model consisting of Antros, Radiac, Tanma, and Liwa Fantoko. I think that's the 4 sets that combine into Makuta Spirea. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, there were some big creations, there were some small creations, there was everything in between as well, and every which way. There was a lot of great stuff in G1. Some of it's, there was some stuff that's obviously started to kind of be questionable. But then you look at the classics like the Toa Kaita. These set a benchmark for combination models. Or the Toa Kaita. It proved that you could make a big fucking tall guy with parts out of this set, with this set, with this set. Combine them all together, you got a big monster. Monster tall guy and whatnot, you know? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot to enjoy. It's a lot to take in, you know? I haven't been making the combination models, but I have made one from G2. Here we go, back to G2. Exactly what I was going to talk about, but I spent like 17 minutes talking about G1 combination models. My point is, combination models are cool. And so when we got G2, there was few. There was few combination models, not counting the freaking upgraded modes of the Toa Masters. That doesn't count. That really doesn't count. I mean, seriously. Also, if there's any G1 combo models I forgot, let me know in the comment section below. In G2, 2015, there was 2 Skull Villain combination models. I didn't build the Scorpio and Kulta and Nikimu combination model because I honestly didn't like the look of it. It looks kind of stupid, to be honest, so I built the other one, though. This was a combination model of Skull Warrior, Slicer, and Masher. I felt bad taking them apart, but hey, I was kind of over them. I mean, let's be honest. I've had them built since, what, 2015? When they came out, when I got them physically. Well, physically, of course I got them physically. They were released physically. Well, here's the combination model. Yeah, this thing, I had a name for it. I also had a name for the other one, Ikultu, the Skull Creator. This one had a more stupid name, I think. I think it was called Vegeta, the Skull Brute, or something like that. I don't know. This thing is actually kind of cool looking if you look at it from afar, you know. It's definitely very colorful. But still has some bland coloring, at least throughout the torso. You got the silver, gray, and black, and still got the yellow knob thing here. You got some open ball joints. You got open ball joints right here, here. You got open sockets right there. You got open ball joint on the neck. You got open ball joint here, here. You got open pinholes everywhere. It's like, what were they trying to do here? I get what they're trying to go for, but they were using feet. On the feet, and that's 2 more open sockets, more open pinholes. I mean, obviously, with the bone pieces, you could have given him a cock or something, but I didn't feel like doing that, so. And yeah, see, more open ball joints on both lower arms. Well, I say both, I mean both the outer lower arms. This is definitely another experimental one. It's definitely It's grown on me. I like the look of this thing. It actually looks pretty cool. I want to call it Skull Brute. Or Brutus, the Skull Brutus. I don't know. He's got a couple of axes, obviously taken from Skull Basher. He's got a couple swords that are stolen from Skull Slicer. You know, he does have the front chest piece and rib cage of Skull Warrior, but he does have a long neck syndrome, which, oops, yeah, he does have the Mick Thompson style mask from Slipknot. That does come off. I mean, you can easily fix that by just squeezing the two parts in very slightly. And yeah, it clicks in better. It has these two, these more bony, frosted horn pieces, which are cool. You hit the horns, obviously, you're going to knock off the mask, and that was shockingly bad. But hey, it was something. Still a little gappy up in here. You got these two trans orange pieces there for whatever reason. I don't know what those are for, but hey, it's again another experimental mock. Goltorian neck pieces being used to support these bone pieces, which have these hands, which, okay, that's a weird aesthetic, but hey. This thing, got this gear here at random, I don't know why, but it's just there. And then these are, of course, Skull Basher's horns. Those, honestly, that looked kind of cool. Obviously, you can flip this back a little bit. For no reason, so I'm just going to keep that up like that. Thank you very little. And yeah, so he does seem very thin at the lower waist, though. I feel like you can add some extra parts there using parts from the sets that made this guy. Obviously, you know, he has these the Skull Villain armor pieces. You know, you got different blending of trans colors, which is interesting. You know, I kind of like it, but it's also kind of not for everyone. Lower arms here, you got the bones right there. I mean, does this look good to you? I think it looks kind of cool. It's definitely an experimental mock combination model. Now as much mass is up above. There's definitely a lot of color going on in the legs. I mean, if you look at this from behind, at least, there's there's trans purple, trans red, orange, and trans green. It's all kind of flashy and neon and fun. I actually kind of dig it. It has the Skull Warrior, or Skull Villain, tattered armor piece. Now this is kind of weird. He does have this 4-size armor shell piece in gunmetal, and this one in trans red, which, okay. He's got claws. 2 on each foot, but also in the middle it's the skull spider claws in the trans orange. These barb pieces in purple, friction adders right there, and there's the support foot. So if you set him on a desk, he's not gonna fall, unless you make him fall, which, okay, I guess you're gonna pick up the pieces. No pun intended. Okay, so articulation-wise, obviously this moves for no reason. I'm just going to leave it like that. Thank you very little. The head, obviously you can move that down like that, or you can move the head like that. So this is definitely a weird design, you know. You can move his head, you can be expressive with his head. That kind of sounded wrong. There we go. Each arm moves independently, you know, there's a lot of room for articulation and fun. and these arms are all along the same axis. So the gear function, obviously, you see this thing sticking out, this knob. So trying to get into a comfortable position where I can do this. So yeah. 2 arms go up, 2 arms go backwards, so it's like he's running, or I don't know, jerking off. It's kind of I don't want to say intuitive or counterintuitive, but it is kind of interesting. He does have 4 arms, a grand total of 4, so that's kind of it definitely speaks to something. I don't know. I'm trying to be philosophical, but it fails. Compared to the last video, I'd say this video is less philosophical. And that's not saying much. Come on, camera, quit being stupid. There we go. And yeah, again, the legs bend, and there's a lot of fun colors here, and it's all fun and enjoyable. I like it. So, what can I say about this cretin? I mean, he's an interesting combination model. He's definitely in some ways better than the other combination model. My arm hurts. Arm's getting tired. Drink some tea. In my opinion, he's definitely more creative than the other one. There's definitely interesting parts usage. However, there's definitely it leaves a lot to be desired, obviously, but also there's a lot to love here too. What with all the flashy and fun colors, and you know, it's obviously saying that's a fucking toy. But I think you can probably display this on a shelf. In fact, I'm going to do that too. In fact, I could actually see this being released on its own, as its own, you know, pack, triple pack of 3 skull villains. You buy this pack, and then you get to build this thing. It's, and the same goes for the other one, but, yeah, I just like the look of this thing. It looks kind of cool. I do. I do like this. The swords, honestly, I felt like it could have had some kind of, like, I don't know, shaft piece right there, like the axes do. And again, there's axle bits being exposed, and you know, a lot of I don't think there's enough care went into this as much as the G1 sets, the G1 combo models did, because this just feels like, in some ways, kind of an experimental mess. But for me, it's kind of a hit. Honestly, I mean, this is successful to a degree if you're willing to, you know, go with that. There's definitely a lot of interesting, you know, techniques, you know, like using these feet on the gearbox, and you know, having the gear function be the way it is, well, with all 4 arms on the same axis. It's definitely different. So I do like it, but it ain't got nothing on the G1 combination models, because this definitely is in a league of its own, but at the same time, it's not terrible. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on this thing, because it's not shit. It's definitely well engineered, well thought out, and I like it. But there are problems. There are gaps. There are unused areas of the thing. Like, there's way too many pinholes and way too many ball joints and way too many sockets that have been unused. You could definitely add more to the combination model with the spare parts left over. Unfortunately, I've used those spare parts elsewhere, so we'll talk about that later. If you have all 3 of these $15, sorry, I'm not trying to make them cheap or anything. if you have the 3 sets that make up this character, Skull Basher, Skull Warrior, Skull Slicer, I'd say build this. Download the PDF if it's still available, and I'm sure it is. And, you know, give this a shot. It's worth experimenting. It's worth playing with. And also expand upon it. Even if you want to give him a cock, I guess. But, I don't know. I just like this. It looks kind of it looks menacing, but at the same time, it's definitely interesting. It's unique in its own right. So that is that Skull Villain combination model. Put you right there. Don't fall on the floor. Don't fall on the fucking floor. So combination models are great, and obviously there are other G2 combination models, but very few that existed. There was Doomerak, obviously, which was kind of cool, and there was an alternate Doomerak as well, I think. And then, of course, Tahu, Tahu Master, and Tahu. Well, actually, there was combination models for like a special Tahu Uniter and a special Kopaka Uniter. You combining parts from Gali and Kopaka together to make a better looking Kopaka, I guess. Or same thing with Tahu and Pohatu combining to make a better Tahu Uniter. There was definitely some oddities, let's be honest. But that Skull Villain combination model is pretty cool. I like it. I like it better than the other one, because the other one doesn't suit my fancy. In fact, I once combined Kulta, Ikimu, and Skull Scorpio, who I actually still have built, Ikimu and Skull Scorpio. I have to do something with Skull Scorpio. I'll have to think. Don't make me think. But that model, I built that back when I had, back in, I guess, 2015 when the sets were released. I had all 3. I had all the Skull Villains. I built that one. That one was pretty cool. I liked it. The other one, I mean, it just, the whole thing just felt like a big fucking mess. It felt just kind of not as well calculated and well done as this one is. I mean, this one definitely has its problems, yes, but the other one is probably the most problematic of the 2. So, and obviously the beasts, there was not much combination models regarding the beasts being combined together to build a mega beast, but you can do that with the Doomerak combination model. And again, there's an alternate Doomerak as well. So I don't know. What do you guys think about Bionicle combination models? Let me know in the comment section below. I am TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.